Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour, the first happy hour of 2024. We are back, baby. We're back.
We're back and better.
Better than ever. We have been on our little hiatus. Not really, but it's kind of felt like a long time when Riley and I were setting up, just getting all of our stuff situated. We were like, wow, we're a little rusty. So let's see how today goes.
I know. I felt like I hadn't done this in a year. It's been what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Why does it feel so long?
I don't know. And I feel like this is so funny. Like, we have so much to catch up on because we didn't talk that much over break. Like, not in a bad way, just because we were so busy.
I know. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, you probably saw Riley and I met yesterday to just talk through some of our goals and things going on for 2024. And we were like, getting carried away talking about stuff. We're like, we need to save it for the pod. But yeah, we've been so busy. I feel like we blinked and we're here, but at the same time, it feels like it's been so long. One of those feelings.
I know. It's kind of wild.
So, okay. What's in your cup? Let's start there before we get ahead of ourselves. What's in the cup tonight?
Okay. Tonight. Oh, I should probably update everyone. I'm trying to do dry January. I've never done it before. And I felt like I just was like drinking so much for Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's Eve and my birthday. And I was like, okay, my body feels so like gross. So this is my first year trying it. And so today I'm drinking kombucha in my cute little coupe glass that my Secret Santa got me.
Wait, is that the Anthro?
It's the Anthro.
We can twin, right? Anthro, if you're listening to this or anyone you know that works for Anthro, throw us a pic because we love their glassware.
I forgot to mention I threw some blueberries in to feel elevated kombucha.
It looks like a gin lavender cocktail, so you're fooling all of us.
Ooh, what's in your cup?
I'm also going on the mocktail train. I'm not doing dry January, and I think I'll get into why a little bit later, but I feel like before I tell you, I think you're going to do great with dry January. You don't really drink all that much.
No, it's not. It has not been hard. I like having a goal, and I feel like I will just feel proud of myself for reaching that goal. I do have something this weekend where it's like a social setting. People are going to be drinking, but I'm going to say no.
Come prepared with like a cute something that will make you at least feel like you're having something fun and festive. When in doubt, go over to Happy Hour Club.
Yes, make some mocktails.
Yeah. But I am boring. I just have a poppy, but I did throw an orange slice in because you'll see on the Happy Hour Club Thursday, oranges are involved in my cocktail. So
yay!
I was like, you know what? I'll throw in a little garnish. We love garnishes.
A fruit garnish, make it even better.
Yeah. Our justice list, that is something that we're definitely bringing into 2024.
I know. Is there anything that needs justice today? I feel like we'll get there maybe.
Yeah, we'll get there. So hi guys, we're so excited. It was a really cool feeling with so many people being like, I didn't realize like how much I would miss having like your podcast and how excited I am for you guys to come back. And because of you guys, I think is why Riley and I are so eager to get back into it. I feel like we have so much goodness to share with you. So I think to start, should we just kind of like recap a little bit about our holidays and kind of just take it from there?
I think we should definitely recap, but I think you should tell them what our main segment is going to be about today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, look at me go. I already forgot. So today on the episode, probably can figure it out from the title, but if you're on and around social media, you know, the big thing is talking about your ins and outs for 2024. And it just felt so on brand for us. So we're going to dive into our top 10 ins and outs, and it kind of goes cohesive with like the brands and kind of subjects that Riley and I talk about on the pod. And I think we'll sprinkle in some of our personal goals and things that we're looking for. I think we'll dive more into maybe our personal things in a different episode. We have so much that we could share, but it's going to be good. We're going to have a really cute graphic that you guys can have and look at, save, share, repost, all the things. But it's just like a great way to start the year, the ins and outs, what we're going to focus on, the whole nine.
The whole nine. Okay, so now let's recap.
Okay. So tell me, oh, gosh, just like in some way, shape, or form about your holidays. I know we'll get into your birthday a little bit. Yeah, tell me about it.
It was literally like so amazing. I feel like this was one of the best holiday seasons, just with like family. There was no drama, no travel issues. Last year, my sister didn't even make it here for Christmas because she was snowed in. And so I feel like it was just such a good time, like quality time. And I loved it so much. And I just realized I don't think I've been on the podcast since I went to Vegas for Kendall's 21st birthday. And
Please
that was
take us
also,
through.
oh my gosh, I feel like I like forget all the little things now, but overall it was just the best trip ever. Kendall is thriving. She's beautiful and stunning as always. And we flew a red eye home, Spirit, which is uncomfortable to say the least.
Bless. I flew Spirit to Vegas once, never again.
It like the seats are just so uncomfortable, and it's not even cheaper because they get you like you have to pay for bags. Kate had to pay $80 to bring a carry-on onto the plane.
80?
We were like 80. We were like, wait, what? Really? So, anyways, I say all of that to say we were exhausted because we didn't sleep that whole night. It was a red eye. We got home at 5 a.m. I got back to my house at 7 a.m. I had to start work at 8 a.m. So I feel like ever since then, throughout the holiday season, I was just like, go, 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 trying to catch up on sleep.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But regardless, I feel like it was just such a good season. What did you feel about yours?
I felt like I was kind of thinking about this. I feel like because of everything going on in Ryan and I's personal life, I felt like the holiday season itself, like the build up and all the events and things like that was kind of, this is so dramatic, but it kind of like robbed because I wasn't with him and we couldn't like do all the festive things that kind of, I don't know. I feel like half of the holidays is the build up, but the holidays itself was amazing. I spent my holidays down in Florida, which was extra exciting because I got to be with both mine and Ryan's family, but also just be with Ryan, which was nice. And it was just honestly something, you know, you and I talked about. Like, I feel like I was very unplugged and just really appreciative of the time we had together. My family, we only had just a couple days together just because of work schedules and flights and logistics. But it was amazing time together. We didn't like in either side, we didn't do like a whole bunch of like crazy things. It was just good quality time. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. And I totally agree with you. Like half of the fun of holidays is the build up and like going to see lights and date nights and drinking hot chocolate. So that's not dramatic at all to say you like missed that kind of stuff with Ryan.
Yeah, it's just fun. And then I came back and it's just kind of, after Christmas always makes me a little sad because it's like you still have your Christmas stuff up. You have to take it down. The Christmas lights around town start to come down. All the festive music on social media is going away. So, I mean, I'm a sucker for a new year because I feel like us type A girls thrive for like a new chance to like reflect. But yeah, overall good. Just grateful that we got to be together. I feel like you feel the same as with your family.
Yeah, 100%.
What did you do for New Year? I don't think no.
We did. We did nothing for New Year's, and we didn't want to do anything because we were so exhausted. We had just come home from our trip for the wedding and we went to Savannah.
Yes.
And we got home and we were like, we couldn't even go to the grocery store. We were like, let's just order pizza. Like we were that exhausted. Our flight was also at 5 a.m. But speaking of Savannah, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, tell me more. A lot of our listeners gave like a lot. It seemed like our listeners are pretty educated in the Savannah field. So obviously that was for your birthday too. So tell us about your birthday. Riley is now in the 28 club and she has some feelings about it. You have to tell them the story.
I cried on my birthday because I didn't want to turn 28. The drama. Also probably had one too many glasses of wine.
I was gonna say, you were intoxicated, so you get a bye.
I was so emotional. I was like, I don't want to be 28. And I didn't have a choice. So I turned 28. And Savannah was truly like, we didn't have enough time there. We had one day to get all of this stuff in. I do have to say Collins Quarter brunch, phenomenal. I forget who recommended it, but so good. And we had a really, really amazing dinner at Vic's on the River. There's so much history. There's so much to do. It was packed. People everywhere.
Was it?
And that made it kind of like more fun. So we just had a day of like walking around, exploring. We did a ghost bar tour, which was so fun. And I'm so excited to go back with you, Rose.
I know. Oh my gosh. I have to say you had the best content when you were there.
Really?
Like just everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I can imagine. Like everything just looked aesthetic and fun, good drinks, good vibes, cute aesthetic, charming. It was everything.
Oh my gosh. Charming is the exact word to describe Savannah. It is so charming. And I was with Cade's family and it was so sweet. They were just letting me do my thing. They were like, it's her birthday. Let her get her content. Cade's brother was sitting across from me at brunch. I was like, Shane, can you get up for a second so I can snap this picture? He's like, sure.
That is so me. Funny. I'm glad they just accept you for you because you know what? Everyone needs one in the family.
Yeah. I'm like, well, we're going to look back on these pictures and be glad that we had them. But always. I also didn't know that Savannah is known for their like warm pralines. In every candy shop, they're making them. They smell so good and they give them out for free. They put them in your hand. It's hot and it's like a little candy nut.
Yeah. It's like a praline nut.
Yeah. But there's like a buttery caramel, like salty. It is the best thing ever. So
Can we
good.
go try it when we're there?
Yeah, 100%. They're on every corner.
Okay. So your birthday was amazing. Also, shout out to your jacket. You were hyping up the jacket, remember, on the pod?
It was like
so cute.
I'm so glad. I almost returned it because I was like, I didn't love it at first, but I'm glad that I kept it.
I thought it was perfect for the occasion. It screamed 28. It was mature, but giving birthday. But I will say it is kind of sad being 28. Just doesn't it feel old?
Yeah, like I'm truly not okay with being 28, which sounds so dramatic, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many things that you're expected to do at 28 or by 28. And I'm just like, I'm feeling the pressure.
I know. I totally agree. So I'm glad now you can understand with me because I was feeling like kind of sad to be there by myself for a minute, but
no, by the way,
what?
I'm sorry for calling you an old hag. Because now I'm an old hag too.
We're old hags together, you know?
Yeah.
I'm determined to not be an old hag, but if Kylie Jenner says we are, I guess we are.
Did she say we are?
Well, remember, we went over this, right?
Oh, she said, the TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have made that TikTok with Kendall.
I did on Christmas.
Oh, you did?
Or no, on Thanksgiving.
I feel like maybe I just forgot you made it because that's perfect for your sister dynamic.
I know. And now I can't even do it anymore because I'm not 27 anymore. It's my only chance.
You could still do it. You can still do it. Okay, so everyone, if you haven't, wish Riley a happy belated.
I want to hear about your New Year's Eve.
So my New Year's was fun. Ryan surprised me with a date night, which is just fun because I don't know any of the spots down in Florida. So it was fun. He took me to this amazing steakhouse on the water. It was so good. Espresso martini, steak, the whole nine. And then we just walked around like this village and we got ice cream, and all of a sudden we saw fireworks. So we watched fireworks on the beach, which was fun. He joked around. He was like, oh, I had this all planned, you know, like the typical
Good job,
guy.
Ryan.
Yeah, typical Ryan comment. And then one of our friends, Catherine, was at a Ritz. There's like a hotel Ritz down there, and we went there and got some cocktails and then just had some drinks and kind of like went a little too hard. We just the night escalated. It was like so mature. We were like crushing it, and next thing you know, we're like out drinking and getting a little drunk.
That's fun though. I feel like spur of the moment things like that, it's always the best time.
Yes. And I think we were both like itching to just like kind of go out and do something fun, but I was definitely hurting the next day. But overall, it was a good New Year's, good birthday, good holiday. I feel like we can spill the beans on something that we feel like we almost slipped up on a couple episodes ago.
No, literally we had to be like, JT, can you please cut that out? Okay, so do you want to say it?
No, you say it, girl. It's your first time.
Okay, so in 2024, Rose and I are going to be aunts.
Woohoo!
It's so exciting.
So explain like your dynamic, like who you're going to be an aunt to.
Okay, so Cade's brother is married, and so my sister-in-law is pregnant, and I'm so freaking excited to be an auntie, and it's a girl. I already bought her a cute little pink outfit with ruffles on the bum.
You already got her it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you know it was a girl before you gifted her?
No. So we did a gender reveal like on Christmas. Everyone had to buy an outfit of like the gender they thought. And I thought it was a girl. So I bought this cute little pink ruffle butt outfit. And I was right. And Cade was right. His parents were wrong. They thought it was a boy.
They did. What did Shane and Leah think?
I don't know what they thought. She hasn't been feeling great. And so I was like, I feel like girl.
I'm so happy for you because you're going to thrive being a girl, Anne. It's so fitting for you.
First timer.
Yeah, you're a first timer. And so Leah is due in June?
Yes.
June.
Yep.
So all around the same time. Obviously, I feel like I've talked about Nash a lot. That's my one and only nephew as of right now. But next year, this year, it's so weird. We're in that weird limbo. My sister-in-law, so Ryan's sister, Hannah, is expecting her first baby boy in June, which is so exciting. We did a gender reveal as well on Christmas. When I tell you, I was convinced she was having a girl. Like, I've never been more confident in my life. When we did like the cupcake bite, I was shocked beyond belief. But I can so see her as a boy mom. I mean, obviously, I hope if she wants both genders, I hope that she gets that. But I could see her having all boys. So that's really exciting. But also, my sister-in-law, so my brother's wife, Kate, they're also having a baby in either late May, early June. So literally in June, May, Riley and I are just like full aunt life.
Aunt life coming this June. We are so excited, Rose. You're going to have to give me like all the tips and tricks on how to be a good aunt. You're so experienced.
Oh, I'm really not. I remember leaning on Emily because I was like, Emily was so experienced, I felt. So you'll really have to lean on Emily because she's got the girl aunt down.
Yeah.
And my brother and Kate are not finding out the gender until birth. So I don't know. We had to cast in our votes. And of course I casted girl because I'm always casting girls and I've been 0 for 2 so far. So we'll see if I'm 0 for 3 come June.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I can't wait to finally talk about like aunt life and be able to chat about it on the pod.
I know. It's so special, Rye. And you guys don't live that far. So you'll be able to hopefully, be able to see her here and there and build a nice relationship with her. So I'm really excited for you. It's kind of hard to explain what being an aunt is until, but I'm excited too to experience it. Not like obviously my sister, like I want to know if it's different, like sister to sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
But nonetheless, we're all very excited and we just hope all the mamas and babies are healthy.
Yes, we love babies. So also over break, you texted me a reminder and you were like, hey, reminder to make your vision board. And I texted back and I said, it's already my background.
I was so proud of her, guys. Like the fact that it was like what, the 2nd of the month or something? Yeah. She already had it done. It was so good. She posted it on like she tagged Drinks on Us. So I think it's on our vision boards highlight, but are you converted? Like, are you in?
It was so fun. I think I made it on New Year's Eve, one, because we weren't doing anything and I was bored and I was like excited to do it. And seeing it every day reminds me like I want to be consistent with my workouts. I want to drink more water. I want to read more. I'm doing dry January. So it's just like, I don't know, it's a motivator or something.
It is. I feel like I love just the subtle reminder. Like you couldn't even mean to be reminded, but then you like look at the time on your phone and you're like, oh, consistency. All right.
Yeah. What's on your vision board?
Oh my goodness. I feel like I have a lot on my vision board. why am I blanking? Let me think about this. Definitely getting into a good morning and night routine. So I have like some of the different things that I want to implement. Ryan and I are actually reading the Bible start to finish together this year. So I put
that's
that.
amazing.
Yes, that's on mine. What else? Less screen time, working out. I'm kind of forgetting, to be honest, which is
those
not
are all great things.
Not good, but just, overall, just like health. I feel like a lot, like health and routine is a big thing for me right now, especially after feeling a little blah. And on there also, well, before I segue, because I feel like I need to update the listeners on a little life update, but a lot of people are interested in more details about the vision boards. And so I told everyone that we would talk about it. We love that people are joining in. And so now we have like a monthly highlight on our Instagram where you guys tag us, and some people are just asking. So I think you should explain it because you learned from me, like just how do you go about it now?
Making the vision board.
Yes.
So I think about goals for the month. Like this month, my goal was to get like stay in a workout routine and be consistent with it, drink more water. I want to read more. So I took your advice and I would put like what the goal was and then add aesthetic to it and just scroll and see like what pictures I vibe with, screenshot them. And then I just do it in Canva. It's so easy. You upload all of your pictures to Canva and you can like rearrange them however you want. And it's so fun.
It's so fun. And when Riley was saying like scrolling on Pinterest is where we both kind of feed a lot of our photos, but you can also save your own photos if like your own photos inspire you, or like Instagram, if you see a quote or something this month. One thing is my protein intake. I feel like I've kind of like fallen off a little bit on trying to make sure I'm getting a lot of protein in, because it honestly, it's hard. Like it's like a conscious effort to like think about it every meal. And so I just put in like 100 to 120 grams, like G, and then I just typed that on Instagram and screenshotted it. So if there's something specific that you maybe can't find that you want to see that's kind of specific to you, you can always go that route as well. But yeah, like Riley said, you just upload them all to Canva. And as far as like the like dimensions, you can literally just type in like iPhone wallpaper, or if you wanted it for your laptop, just type in like Apple laptop or desktop wallpaper. I don't know. It comes up. And I will say Canva is so user friendly, like to make them big, make them small, overlap. But that's kind of how we go about it. And it seems to do the trick.
It's so fun. Like I'm hooked. I was dreading making them before, as you know, and now I like get excited.
It is fun. And I feel like it's nice, at least for me. Like, how do you feel about the month to month versus like a full year? Like when you were doing your goals for this year, did you go full year, quarters, month? Like, how are you going about it?
I like month to month because it switches it up and it's like, it's so attainable to reach, like to strive for these goals in 1 month rather than just like looking at the same thing the whole entire year and giving yourself so much time to like, I don't know. I feel like I like the month to month. So good job. I feel like you invented it.
It helps you like get excited about little things that maybe aren't like huge, massive goals. I know one thing with going to Florida is like to really get good at pickleball because
pickleball
my
so
in-laws are so good at pickleball. And I'm like good at going like back and forth with Ryan, or like a very like low level game. But something little like that, if you're looking at a 12-month, it's sometimes like you're thinking more like financial goals and traveling. And so I like that. And I think for me, kind of like focusing on some smaller goals. And then once like you said, you kind of get that habit or you achieve it, then like you can grow from there.
Yeah. Pickleball is so fun, but it's really hard. I suck.
It's so fun, but it's like such a good, like, I can't think of the word, but like an active recovery type of workout. Like you're so active, but you don't, it's kind of like dance. It's like, you don't really feel like you're working out, but you're getting a great workout in.
Yeah. I feel like I get sad when I'm playing with my parents or my in-laws because they're so good and I suck and whoever's my partner, we're going to lose. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but my dad's always like, you look like a dancer doing that. I'm like, well, I am a dancer.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, because I am. Well, that's how I am. I'm like, I don't want to be like, I don't want someone to be like, oh gosh, Rose is my partner. So I just like want to get good before I insert myself into the games, because right now I just like practice on the side.
No, good for you.
I'm like, I'm going to practice because like, it's like serious, like stuff.
Yeah. No, I am proud of you for setting that boundary because I just get thrown into the games and it's really like a confidence downer when everyone is trying to not hit the ball to you. But I'm like, I promise, guys, I'm trying my best.
And then you get in your head and you get frustrated and it's like, this isn't even fun anymore.
No. Right. So me and you should start a league with us too. We would have so much fun. We could do like pickleball and Prosecco.
Oh my God, stop. You can't tell me that stuff because I want that to be our reality. Maybe one day, please, one day.
We'll do it. Okay. Well, do you want to give us your little update?
Yes.
It's not little.
I will. Not little, but I feel like it's much needed for our listeners. Riley and I were talking yesterday and we were like, we love the podcast because not always are we like, is it kind of in our priorities or just like we feel like coming out and just like giving this long synopsis on Instagram. So if you guys are listeners on here, I feel like you get the inside scoop into our lives. So many people are asking me, which I know is so annoying when you say so many people, but I'm just like, it's too much to explain, don't you think? Like in a DM. So
100%.
Basically, as you guys know, Ryan and I are moving to Florida and we've kind of been in the interim, like figuring things out, and where we still have some things to figure out. What I can say is my background is going to be different for the next couple episodes, and maybe just like you guys just got to bear with us. I think maybe Riley and I care more about the aesthetics of us looking like we're in the same room. But I say all that because I'm officially heading to Florida next week. Which is so crazy to say. I told Riley, it hasn't really hit me, but this being like my last week or so, like living in this house is so bittersweet. I'm like a little emo about it. But I feel like I've had time to process it. But then like when I came back and I'm knowing like these are my last few days, like kind of just doing the mundane, it's kind of sad.
No, it's sad. You've made your house a home and you literally built it from the ground up and decorated, put your heart and soul in it. But the best is yet to come.
Best is yet to come. So we will come back to Louisville when our house, like we officially need to be out and we're working with like movers to get all the furniture and everything out. So that is kind of nice to know, like I can come back up and hit my favorite spots and see a couple of my friends. It'll probably be like, I mean, you know, moving is like crazy. So it'll be not the same feeling. Like we're not coming up here to live. We're coming up here to like work with movers to pack the truck. But in the meantime, Ryan's going to come into town and we're going to pack up my car and pack up the podcast stuff, because the podcast is like, we got to keep the show going. We have something good going. The show must go on. The show must go on. And so I needed to get all this stuff down there. So I also want my car down there. So we're going to pack up my car with the podcast stuff and just some things that will help us kind of feel a little bit more like home during the change. As far as the burning question of like next home and what are we doing, right? I don't know if you guys know this. I think I told them, but Ryan's parents live down there. So in the interim, we are going to live with Ryan's parents. And so my background may change a little bit because his parents are also in the process of moving homes. But once we're settled in their new home, I'll probably have my setup back up and running and aesthetic. But in the meantime, my background may look a little bit different, but we will still show up and give you guys some good happy hour vibes.
Yeah, you guys are getting the raw and real background process of this move, and yes. We love it.
I know, right? So this is your last time seeing this. I know. You can't see it on here, but Riley gets like the whole background of my office. But it is really cool that we can pick up our lives and I'll be in a different state, but we still get to do this thing. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I think we just kind of like figured all of this out. We still have some unknowns as far as like housing and things of that nature. But I think Ryan and I being together for 2 weeks, we were like, okay, we're done. Like with the long distance, like let's find a way to make it work. Ryan's parents should be in their new house soon. And it kind of just made sense. Obviously a move, nothing goes perfect. But I think we're really excited because I don't know if anyone else can relate. But I think sometimes when your life is like in two different states and like I know I'm moving, but I'm not moved yet, you kind of like feel like it's a weird feeling because it's like my life is here right now, but it's not going to be. And I didn't really want that feeling going into the new year because it kind of just felt like a lull, like, well, until I get to Florida or like, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I know exactly what you mean for sure. Well, I'm so excited for you.
Thanks. I'm very excited. Obviously like highs and lows to all of it, but I think Ryan and I are just excited to get down there and, well, he's down there, but you know what I mean? And start our new life and kind of slowly close up this chapter. It's bittersweet, but nonetheless, we're excited. So I just wanted to update you guys because there'll be a lot of change in the next few weeks.
That was such a fun update. And I have to say, 2 days ago, Kate and I almost got in a car crash because of snowy and icy roads. And ever since then, Kate has been looking at houses on Zillow. He's like, we're moving to Florida. And so maybe I'll be behind you.
Okay. My fingers are crossed, but every time Riley even mentions Florida, my reply is, so you're moving?
But I'll literally say something not even related. I'll be like, oh, I have to tell you something. And you'll be like, what, you're moving to Florida?
You guys, like, come on. She just said pickleball and Prosecco's. How can a girl not want her best friend to move to Florida? And I'm going to just text Kate and say, keep doing what you're doing. We just need to get Jill down there.
She's in. I feel like she is in. We're over. I don't think we will be in Pittsburgh for much longer. I mean, it's hard to say because like my family's here, our entire lives are here. Yeah. But I don't see it long term.
Oh, guys, this is music to my ears. But I also do think with the youngest, like once the youngest is kind of like done with college and it's kind of like everyone's going different directions. I cannot see Kendall moving back to Pittsburgh. Mm-mm. Is she? No, I feel like she'll.
Well, she still has one more year left of school.
This is her last year or one more? Oh, wait.
She
has a whole other year.
Yes. So probably after next year, my parents will probably go wherever we go, which Lord only knows where that'll be. Hopefully Florida.
And honestly, like that's all I need, you guys. That's all I needed to hear. But yeah, nonetheless, their almost accident was really, really scary. But we're using everything as a sign.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So obviously we have so much to catch up on, but we made wish lists. We did the gift guides. We have so many things. I feel like every product I got or tried, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be on the podcast talking about it. So I've kind of kept my mouth shut on my Instagram because I like being able to like share products in depth. And Riley and I thought instead of just like spewing out everything we got for the next couple of weeks, we'll share some of the things we got for Christmas and also sprinkle in obviously different things that we need recommendations on or that we're loving, updates, the whole nine. So with that, Rye, I want you to kick us off with what's in our carts.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk about, I put things on here that the first thing I want, I didn't get it for Christmas. So it's the bow clip from Amazon. You've probably seen it. My friend Carly sent it to me. She was like, hello, you need this. It's so you. It's literally a claw clip, but there's bows on the sides and it's so cute.
No.
So it's in my cart. But remember, I'm trying to save money in 2024. So that's where I'm conflicted.
Well, it can't be that much, right?
No, it's not. But I'm trying to like really think about things and not do impulse buying. So it's so cute. I will link it because everyone needs it. I think it is so adorable. And I also wanted to talk about pimple patches.
Okay.
So
this is a good one.
What brand do you use?
Like the red and white one.
Like from Target.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple months ago, I went to find that brand at Target and I couldn't find it. So I bought this one called Starface, and it's literally in the shape of a star. It was like yellow. They come in different colors. And I don't know about anyone else's experience, but my experience was it did not work. It kind of like scarred my skin. And Cade, I made him do it too. And like it didn't work for him either. So I threw them away. I was like, I'm done with these. They don't even work. But Clean Skin Club, who sent us the towels. We always talk about Clean Skin Club towels. They sent us pimple patches. The other day, I got the worst underground pimple ever, and I was like panicking. I was like, what do I do? I don't have anything. I remember they sent us pimple patches. Amazing. Literally, like, you won't need another pimple patch in your life. Yeah,
oh my
so
gosh. Good. This is amazing news because I honestly, I wasn't even like obsessed with the red and white. I don't even know
really?
I don't even know what brand they are. I just thought like those were the best because the star ones are so cute, but I'm like, do they work? But I'm not happy to know, but it's nice to know that you tried and that they are not all they're cracked up to be. Everyone uses them though.
I know. And people like wear them in public. I feel like it's like a thing now. But anyways, the Clean Skin Club ones worked so well. Literally, like, oh my gosh, I was so impressed. So they probably sent you them too. They're probably somewhere around in your house.
I know. I need to make sure I pack them. Because I feel like I need to get better at remembering to use a pimple patch when that's happening. I kind of sometimes forget about them.
Yeah, no, truly a lifesaver. And then the last thing actually was a Christmas gift, so random, but Nan got me this amazing travel mirror. I didn't even ask for it, but I've already used it. It's like the one I have that you guys make fun of me for, but it folds up and it has an LED light and it like is amazing. So I'm going to link it. I think it's cheap from Amazon probably.
Aw, Nan, she knows you so well.
She slayed.
She slayed. Oh my gosh, good for her. I'm honestly, I do need to get one of those. So eventually, like when I have a trip coming up, I may throw that in my cart.
It literally folds flat. It's so convenient. My other one didn't do that.
And you're already you've already used it for Savannah?
I took it with me on my trip and it was truly a lifesaver. Oh my gosh. So I'll link my stuff, but what's in your cart?
Okay, so I was just going to share a few things that I got that we kind of have talked about on the podcast. So it's kind of like an update. One is Ryan and I got the check on Bays luggage. I'm officially fully Bays.
Oh, I'm so excited. Did you get the black one?
Black. So I have like the carry-on and the weekender in black. So I like had a full send black, you know?
I'm so excited.
And I ordered the cover for the check on one because I was so like, happy. I'm not going to ruin it, but I wish they made it for the carry on because I think I told you guys on the pod before that sometimes your carry on like unfortunately gets checked and they are so rough with it, but they don't make one. But I'm very excited. But my tip with that is I was so psycho about these scuffs and like I just want to take care of my luggage. I know it may sound silly to some people, including my husband. He doesn't get it. But I looked up like ways to clean and just like a magic eraser, you know, those.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Literally just some water, scrub, and it won't get obviously dense out, but it got almost every single one of my scuffs out, which was nice. Not like deep scratches, but like the white ones or black ones, depending on.
We are huge magic eraser people over here.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm not surprised that it worked wonders.
Yes. So I did that the other day, got them all cleaned and ready to go. But I'm really excited. I now feel official.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. And it's like such good quality.
It's so nice. You guys, like any, like the weekender, the carry on, the check on, any of them, like I'm so team Bays. I just want to like continue to slowly change like my toiletry and like just grow the collection because everything they make just makes sense.
It's so good. I really want the makeup bag. I don't have it yet, but I've heard great things.
You know what else I saw? It's not necessarily my quote unquote like vibe, but it's like a crossbody. Have you seen the ads on Instagram where the water bottle can sit?
Yep.
Like, who thinks of that other than Shay herself?
We love you, Shay.
Love you, Shay. So I had to share that. And then this is something that Riley actually recommended. I forget when you brought it up, but I wanted to talk because we both got the Gazoo hair perfume.
Oh my gosh. It smells so good.
I'm obsessed. I'm already almost I'm over halfway through mine.
No, I use it when I shouldn't. I just want to spray it and smell it. I use it sometimes before bed. Why do I need hair perfume before bed?
It's so good and it's so nice. I don't know if we discussed this on the podcast, but I don't wash my hair every day. And so it's so nice to feel like you can spruce up your hair without, dry shampoo. Yes. It makes your hair smell good, but I love the perfume. I am so hooked onto this product. And I was just kind of like, oh, I'll give it a go. I'll see, but everyone needs it.
Everyone needs it. How would you describe the scent? It's warm, but clean. I don't know how to describe it.
It's clean with a little bit of honey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. It's
amazing.
Refreshing, a little feminine, but not overpowering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
so
amazing.
Good. So very excited about that. I think I will be subscribed to that product. It is amazing. And then last was an update on my workout shoe saga. Did you end up getting workout shoes?
I did. Kate got me New Balances.
Amazing. Wait, you'll have to link yours. Do you like them?
Yeah, I like them. They're nothing crazy. They're not the super aesthetic trendy ones, but they're perfect for what I needed.
Amazing. Well, I can't remember if I shared on here that I ordered those white New Balances that I was eyeing in my cart.
I feel like you did. Maybe not though.
So I ended up getting those for my a little bit after my birthday from my parents. And so I love those for F45 or, working out at a place. And then Ryan surprised me with Hoka's.
Do you love?
I love them. I definitely don't think I'd wear them for workout classes, but I mean, I'm going to be a Florida girly, so I'll be walking all the time. So I'm more using it for travel and my main walking shoe. And he got those really cute cream ones that I was eyeing that I think it's called sand dune or eggnog or something like that, but I'm hooked. I love them.
Good job, Brian. That's Good job, amazing. Brian. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you love them.
Yes. So we now, for you girls listening, we have 3 new workout tennies that you guys can shop from if you're in the market. Is yours a universal workout shoe?
Yeah. I don't think it's specifically for running. I mean, I don't run. So
yeah, me either.
Hopefully it's not for running.
I'm excited to see them though. You'll have to snap me a pic or link them too.
I will.
That's it. That's it. That's our cart for today.
That's our cart. So today, like Rose said earlier, we are going to go through our ins and outs of 2024. We basically made a list of 10 things for each, and we're just going to go through them and chat through them. We've been talking your ears off, but that's what we're here to do.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Okay. So I wanted to maybe start with the outs so that we can end with the ins and end on a positive note. What do you think?
Love that. Love that energy for 2024.
Yeah, love. Okay. So outs, the first thing is comparison. Get it out.
We preach this. We preach this on the pod. It's only fitting.
It's only fitting. I feel like comparison is so easy with social media, and it's just it's hard not to compare, but we're going to be more conscious of not doing it.
Yes. And what's the point? Literally, what's the point?
Right. Your life is not supposed to look like someone else's. So don't why try? Just do your own thing.
Yeah. So out.
Okay. The second one is mindless scrolling.
This is probably my number one out for my personal life.
I need to stop.
I keep catching myself at times, and I'm just enough is enough. What am I doing? It's so stupid.
I know. Sometimes you get hooked in though. It's hard to stop.
I know. I think I was telling Ryan, setting intentional times, obviously on the weekend or if you're traveling, you know, if you're traveling, obviously I'm like off my phone so much more because I'm soaking in the moment. So it's not really a problem then. But in my core week, I almost like think I'm going to be setting like little timers to be like, okay, like scroll for a little, enjoy it, like whatever. But it's just hard for me with work. I feel like I'm like working and then somehow I'm like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
But
Because
it's just such a waste of time, waste of energy. Out.
We're saying out with a capital O. Okay. the next out is other people's opinion.
Good one.
We don't care about other people's opinions of us.
It's just, no, we don't. And everyone has an opinion no matter what you're doing. So again, what is the point?
Yeah, that's so true. And like, who cares? I'm trying to get myself to follow my own advice.
But seriously though, like your friends and family, even if they have an opinion, I think that honestly is harder because I've gotten to a point where I don't really care as much about like randos because it's like you're not in my life. But even like sometimes people in your family or friends may not understand always what you're doing or have an opinion, but you got to do you.
Do you? Okay. Number 4, we both are, I feel like, so into this. The next out is overly processed foods.
Get away from me.
Okay, this is nuts because I was in the grocery store yesterday. I've really been trying to be conscious about ingredients. And I used to look at a label and be like, oh, this says it's fat free or this says it's sugar free. It must be healthy. But now I turn the bottle around and I read the ingredients, and it is crazy how many things are marketed as healthy and make you like, just the marketing makes you think it's healthy. But then you turn the bottle around and it's like the ingredients are so bad. So I'm going to continue to do my best. I mean, no food's perfect, but.
I know. Yeah, I think just trying to consciously stick to like wholer foods, and when you are buying, like knowing brands that you like agree with, like Siete or like Primal Kitchen has good dressing.
That's what I was thinking of.
Like I love the malts or milk, I can never remember. Almond milk.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. It's crazy. Overly processed foods, seed oils, like it's in everything. It's absolutely mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing. The only thing about it is expensive. Like we bought mayonnaise and I was being crazy about the ingredients and it was $9. We were at the checkout counter and Cade was like, you better be bathing in this mayonnaise for how much it costs. I'm like,
it's so hard though, because it's like you're like put in like a crossroad. It's like you want to be smart financially, but it's like at the cost of your health.
Right. Exactly.
That's so unfair.
And it's just crazy like how the food system is.
I know. It's a shame, but we're doing our best. We're aware and we're doing our best. And I think as long as we do our best in the house, then it helps us just kind of like let go when we're out and about, because you got to live your life. But
you got to live your life.
Overly processed foods.
Okay. Number 5 is impulse buying.
Riley just shared this with us.
I know. I'm going to think about every like it's so easy to click a link on Instagram and be like, oh, that's super cute. Or, oh, I need that. Link, click, buy it. I'm going to really take days and weeks to think about my purchases now so I can save money.
I think that's a good plan. Or like, you know, if you have a Sephora order that you want to buy, but like you're not out of stuff, like maybe then when you are out of stuff, then you can throw in 1 or 2 if you're still really wanting it at your purchase, versus like going, not that that's necessarily like saving money, but at that point you're not impulse buying because you were doing an order already and you still want it. But I did read something online where they were saying like keep something in your cart, like you said, like at least for a week before you buy it. Like whatever it may be. Obviously certain things are like a no-brainer, but I definitely think that's one for me as well. And kind of like hand in hand is just like trying to save more and be more conscious, just like overall with spending.
Yeah. Okay. Good for us. We'll hold each other accountable. Okay. Number 6 is overthinking. It's out.
It's so out. This one's so hard.
Do you have anything you want to say? I feel like it's self-explanatory. Like it's
overthinking
easy.
is so out, but it's so hard.
It's easy to sit and spiral and like think about what could be or what could have been or what you should have done or what you should have said. But I feel like we just need to move forward and not overthink things.
Focus on the now.
Yeah. I always think about the story you said about the sunset.
I know,
like,
right?
I mean, I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with overthinking, but with the mindless scrolling and like just
comparison and
yeah, right. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Get away from me overthinking.
Okay. Number 7 is negativity.
Okay. I feel like you and I aren't necessarily negative people. So if you maybe are or like find yourself like being more negative, just kind of like trying to be aware. But I think for us, we just wrote negativity because it's more broad. But for me, it's like being aware of who is in my life that brings so much negativity because it's so contagious. Like I do not want to be around negative people. It drives me up a wall.
It's so funny you said that because I was thinking in my head, being like you are who you surround yourself with, and we're both positive people and our friends are positive, and I feel like you just need to, like, if someone in your life is constantly bringing you down, maybe just stop hanging out with them.
Or just like honestly, like limit your time or like reflect and be like, am I turning into that, and do I like that or not? You know, it's hard, but it's needed.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Okay. Number 8 is thinking small.
Love this. So like dreaming big, like, hello, we started a podcast last year and we have so many like big things we want to do in our life. And I think sometimes it's so easy to just like get caught up in what your life looks like now. And like you said, we're 28. So it's like, oh, should I be doing X, Y, and Z? Should I be like settling and, you know, doing all this stuff? It's like, no, like think big. We're so young.
You know what? You're right. I love that positive twist you put on that.
Thanks, girly.
Okay. Number 9 is trying to control everything. It's so hard, like getting frustrated about things you can't control. Sometimes you've got to let it go, but it's hard to do that.
I totally agree. This has been like probably the number one thing that I feel like I've learned. I've been taught to learn through this change of moving. And it's so freeing when you just kind of like try to let go of things that you can't control. And it's definitely hard for especially girls who are type A and love to be organized and plan, but you never want it to get to a point where it like robs the joy of your current life, or, you know, you're always looking or in the details that you forget to like look up and be in the moment.
Yeah. And I feel like really, like, even if you need to write it down, like all the things that you are grateful for and all the amazing things you have going on in your life or your friends, that really helps at least me like come back to reality and be like, okay, like, why am I trying to get caught up on this one situation? Like, I have so many other great things going on. So we're going to work on that.
That's a good one.
Number 10, the last out on our list is binge drinking and clubbing, which I feel like comes with a certain stage in your life. Like, obviously, if you're like younger and 21, like you just are allowed to drink for the first time, you want to go out and club. But like,
absolutely,
for us, that is the literal last thing. Like when we were in Vegas, I was going out for Kendall to support her, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's got to go. And the end to that is like a nice cocktail bar and with a meal and in bed by a reasonable time.
No, that sounds
best of both worlds.
Amazing. Yeah.
Like you get to enjoy, get tipsy, be with your friends, make memories, but you're not like getting drinks spilled on you and loud music. You can't even hear anyone else talk, let alone hear your own self think. The worst.
Right. Like you're not even having valuable conversations or getting anything out of it.
I love that
but
one.
That's just us. That's just the way we feel. Okay, so let's move to the ins. We have 10 ins and we're going to end on a positive note. So number 1 is morning routines. Love a morning routine.
This is a big one for me. I feel like I've really tried to hone in on what I want mine to look like, which is hard sometimes with change and move. So I'm still mastering it and like trying to not let traveling, since I'm like I'm all around and it's going to be a lot of change and different environments, I'm trying to be like not an all or nothing. I don't know if you can relate, but I feel like I'm so good at home. And then when I'm out in a different environment, it's like out the window.
Oh, I'm that way too. I don't like, sometimes I don't even do my greens when I'm traveling. So that's a good goal to have, to keep your morning routine no matter where you are.
Like no
So you
matter.
can do it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of like choosing to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to make that our goal.
Yes, to morning routines.
Number 2 is hormone health. It is so in 2024. We're taking care of our bodies.
Yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like Riley and I dove into it in a previous episode, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like kind of goes hand in hand with how you're eating, how you're spending your time, your morning and night routines. Like it's just so important, and it's something that matters to Riley and I, and I feel like it matters to our listeners. So it's so in.
So in. Okay, number 3 is girls' night. Girls' nights.
Here we
plural.
are.
Here we are at our girls' night. This is so in 2024. We love it. We love our husbands too, but
no, we do. But like filling your cup up, whether it's by listening to this girls' night pod or going out with your girls in or out, just like being with your friends or making friends and being able to have a girls' night, talking to myself there, is so, it's so in. It should always be in.
Yeah, you always need a girls' night, no matter what stage of life you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 4 is quality over quantity. And I feel like this is something that can go in so many aspects, whether it's, like clothes or food or certain products. It's just like, why do we need a million things? We need good quality stuff, and that's it.
I totally agree. And we kind of dabbled in this, like us both trying to slowly build like a wardrobe and just like a lifestyle of like quality, even if it takes longer than like just cheap. Like you really do get what you pay for in that sense of quality over quantity. Obviously everyone is in different seasons of life and it's easier said than done, but quality always wins. I love this one.
That could also go for friends. You need quality friends in your life. You don't need a million friends. I mean, it's good if you have a million.
I feel like you get to an age where, like you realize like it's, I don't know. I feel like when you're younger, it's like, how many friends do you have? Like it does matter. Like quantity for some reason matters when you're younger, but I'm taking like 5, obviously I'm blessed to have more, but like 5 amazing true friends than 10 half friends where you can't like call them in a pinch because you're not that close.
Right. Yeah. I feel like being able to go to your friends for literally anything and not feel judged or like not feel like an inconvenience. Those are your quality friends.
Love that.
Okay. Number 5 is brain dumps. Love a good brain dump. It's so in.
Oh my gosh. So in. You guys know we love a good brain dump. And also I think that goes so well with like a new year because it's just such a good way to like release your brain, especially if you're coming back like off a trip and you feel overwhelmed, or on a Sunday you're like, what do I need to get accomplished this week? Just write it all down and then divvy it out to your schedule. You will feel amazing. I'm such a fan of brain dumps.
Such a fan. We're such fans of pen to paper too. Like we love an app on our phone, like a calendar app, but there's just something about writing something down. It always gets me. Love it.
Good pen to paper feels great.
And you need a good pen. Okay. Number 6 is moving our bodies every day. It's so in. It's so important.
It's so important. That's a good thing for me. I need to hear that one because like I'll work out, but I feel like just like you said, like I said earlier, like just playing pickleball one day or walking or whatever. I feel like I've said this probably a million times, but I'm excited to be in weather that like getting outside isn't an excuse anymore because I don't have a tread. Like it's nice that you have a tread, but yeah, like don't underestimate a walk or even like a good stretch or a yoga flow. I don't know.
It does not have to be pressure to do a hardcore workout every day. A walk, stretching, like anything that just makes you feel a little bit better. I haven't moved my body yet today. I'm probably going to have to do that like later, but I feel so much better after. It makes you want to do it more.
It is. Like, I know this isn't on our list, but like do, then feel. Like just do it.
I love
you're
that.
going to feel amazing after. Like even today, I did not want to go to my workout and I was like, I just need to go for the after. Like, I know I'll feel so much better after. And I was so happy I did. So
yay.
More of that in 2024.
Yes. Okay. Number 7 is reading, which is one of my goals to read more this year. So if you guys have any good book recs, LMK.
I really have been really thinking about getting a Kindle.
You should. I feel like you would be so big with like self-help books. Like you love a motivational quote, and a Kindle is so great for that.
I know. However, I kind of want reading to be more of like a recreation. Like, I feel like sometimes I get overwhelmed by like a million self-help.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
You know, like I would rather, with less screen time, I'd rather at the end of the night, like pick up my Kindle, or if I'm bored, be on my Kindle instead of like diving into a place that's just going to bring up all these outs of comparison and negativity. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like reading is a really great way, and it challenges you too, because you're reading, and you guys know I could use some help on my pronunciation and word exposure.
Well, I have some recommendations for you if you get a Kindle.
Okay. I think maybe that'll be like a little treat I get. If I'm still thinking about it in a month from now, I'll get the Kindle.
Yeah, let's wait a week, see if you still want it. Okay, number 8 is being in the sun. When you were talking about being able to do outdoor walks, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to be in the sun. Your mental health is going to skyrocket. Not saying it's bad now, but you know what I mean.
No, but it's very true. I was just talking to my girlfriend who lives in Ohio, and she was like, I just like struggle during this time of year. And she was like, I'm just not my best self. And I don't know if I've said this on the pod, so I apologize if I have, but like Ryan and I really experienced seasonal depression last year for the first time. And I was like, dang, this sucks. So I am excited. And I just have kind of like learned how healing the sun is. And there's still sun in Pittsburgh. It's like just barely opening the blinds I know. Isn't it technically more gray than Seattle?
It is. Like, we are the grayest city I didn't see the sun today. It's so depressing.
No sun. It's like so gloom.
It's just gray all day, every day. It's bad. Get it together, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Maybe you need a red light mask.
Yeah. We do have our red light infrared sauna. Maybe I'll do that later.
That's and when the sun is out, this goes for anyone who lives in a cold place. Sometimes like Colorado and Utah, like they're snowy, but they're really sunny places. Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate just like letting the sun come through and just like taking it in, because it really does. I was doing some research on how healing it is. So more sun. We love sun.
We love sun, but wear
sunscreen. Oh my gosh, we both said that.
Okay, number 9 is mocktails. So cheers. Mocktail girlies. We love a good mocktail.
I love a good mocktail. Like, give me a wine glass, give me a garnish. That's it.
We're happy. That's all we need.
We're happy.
Okay, number 10, and I love this one. Romanticizing life is so in.
It's so in. Like, what's something you romanticize that maybe you used to dread?
I don't know. What about you?
I thought you were going to say like your workouts. I feel like you enjoy them.
Yeah, I do.
Romanticizing like cooking dinner.
I was going to say making dinner, but I didn't know if that was a stupid one.
No, that's a good one, because it's just your perspective. Like, you need to eat dinner anyway, so you might as well romanticize it.
Yeah, I love like making a little mocktail and like putting my Alexa on and listening to good music and romanticizing making dinner.
Yes, romanticize like your weekly shower, your self-care, like unloading the dishwasher. Like, there's things that you have to what?
Wait, how do you romanticize unloading the dishwasher?
Our husbands are probably going to come for us. I don't know why that came out of my mouth, but I just meant like, I don't know. That one's not really romantic, but.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, the things that you do every single day, like, don't get into a mundane routine. Like, find little things that will spark joy while you're doing it.
Yes. I kind of twisted that one. Romanticizing is like glamorizing like making things more fun. But in that sense, I was kind of saying like, you have to do it anyway. So just do it and maybe throw on a song while you do it. So it's a little better. Maybe that's what I meant.
No, I love that. So that was our list that we came up with for the Drinks on Us ins and outs of 2024. I think we're going to make a cute little graphic so you can go back to it and just be reminded. And it's going to be a great year for all of us. I can feel it.
I feel it too. We're excited and we hope these things are ins and outs for you girls as well. And it gives you a good year. So we're pumped.
Okay, so let's get into our first girls' room segment of the year. We have 3 submissions as always. These ones are really good. Submission number 1. 2 of my bridesmaids have tattoos on their arm. One is small and the other has an arm sleeve. I personally don't like tattoos or want them in my wedding photos. Is it rude to ask them to cover them up or wear long sleeve bridesmaid dresses for my August wedding? So I have some thoughts on this. I feel like you are the bride and your pictures should be exactly the way that you want them. However, they probably love their tattoos and you don't want to start drama if you're like, cover them up. Not that you would say it in a rude way, but what if you talk to your photographer like one off and just be like, hey, can we pose the girls so that their tattoos aren't showing in the photos? I feel like have them standing on an angle or behind each other. I don't know. What do you think?
That's a really good suggestion. I love that. I will say, like, I don't even note it. Like, a lot of our friends have tattoos. I don't even think I've noticed it I mean, again, that's me, but I think what you suggested is the best route. Cause I don't really think I would approach your friends. Cause I know it's your choice and your opinion, but I just don't see a world where they would not kind of take that personal.
Right. Like they probably love their tattoos, and not to say that you don't love them, but I could see how you wouldn't want them in your wedding photos.
Yeah,
just like
totally.
The situation's delicate. So,
and worst case scenario, if like they have them everywhere, could he edit them out for a batch? Like
the photographer,
like after the fact?
Yeah.
Maybe just talk to your photographer, and depending on your situation from there, I don't know. Maybe pick your battles there. I don't know. I feel bad, but that's kind of what we would do.
That's a good first step. Talk to your photographer, explain the situation, see what they recommend, and then from there, make your decision.
Yeah.
Okay. Submission number 2. Hi, Riley and Rose. I'm on a journey of establishing a beauty maintenance routine to keep myself looking and feeling consistently good. I'd love to hear what high maintenance beauty routines you do to stay low maintenance and any tips on how to stick with the routine. Thanks so much.
I'm thinking.
So I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm low maintenance, but I mean, I keep up on getting my nails done, my hair done, even though my roots probably aren't showing that right now. I do get Botox. But I don't get like lash extensions or anything like that. What about you?
Yeah, like you don't get your brows done, do you?
No, I don't. It would be helpful if I did.
I would say, so some things that she said, like you do that are high maintenance that make you feel low maintenance. I would say like getting facials and good skincare.
Oh my gosh, good skincare, yes.
Because those help so much in just like your day to day. Like if you're taking care of your skin and you feel confident in it, it makes things easier because you can step out of the house with minimal to no makeup. And so with that can kind of come a lot of different self-cares, ice rolling, red light, things like that can kind of, I feel like your face is so important. Something that I do is I get waxed bikini and armpits, but I think I'm going to transition to laser. I'm
so jealous.
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping I can find like a place where I could buy like a 12-pack or whatever, and it's reasonable because I do like waxing, but I am like due for a wax and it's very inconvenient, like in the interim. And sometimes I feel like I tried to stop because I just was trying to like save or kind of cut it. But then you kind of like your hair grows weird because you started getting waxed. So I do think a laser hair removal or hair removal can make your life less maintenance because you don't got to shave.
I've heard great things about a lash lift and tint. I've never done it, but I feel like that's a good thing to do to be low maintenance and like just feel good.
Yeah,
self-tanner always helps.
I will say that is something I would love to do, or like a brow. I went through a season of getting my brows done, but I kind of cut that. But another thing Riley mentioned, wait, what was it? You said something that I was like, oh, for sure. Oh, nails and toes. And something that I do is I get gel on my toes so they last longer.
Ooh, do they grow really long though?
Not really. They just like last so much longer. So it makes like you don't have to get your toes done as much. But I'd say like just kind of start with like what's most important to you. But I do feel like your face and your nails, face, hair, nails makes you feel the best. Oh, also self tanning. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So
always a
basically
confidence booster. Yeah. Basically just get everything done all the time. No, just kidding.
If you had to pick one thing though, okay, we didn't really give her advice though, but if you had to pick one thing that she should start with, what would you say? I would definitely say skincare. I
would say having my nails done like always makes me just feel a little bit more put together. I don't know why.
Okay.
But that's me. Everyone's different.
Yeah. So just start with a few things and build your beauty habit from there.
Yes. Okay. So the last submission is, hi girls, I'm getting married this November and having so much fun with all the planning. My dad passed away 8 years ago and I have been emotional about him not being there for this special day. I recently asked my brother to walk me down the aisle and my close friends and family thought it was so sweet, except my mom. She is furious that I did not ask my stepdad, who I am not close with, to walk me down. Now she's saying he is not going to attend the wedding, and I am even more emotional and scared the day is going to be awkward and tense. Help, advice, and am I the asshole? I feel so bad.
I feel so bad. What would you say?
I would say, unfortunately, like, it's unfortunate that you're not closer with your stepdad because it would be nice to have him on one arm and your brother on the other arm, and they could both walk you down the aisle. Or it could be like your brother walks you halfway and your stepdad comes and walks you the other half. I've seen people do that before. I think that you might need to make your stepdad feel special in some way.
I was thinking the same thing. I think it's beautiful that you picked your brother. I think that's so special, which makes me like kind of shocked. You'd think the like mom would be so pumped about the son. Yeah. And I feel like that would be like an emotional moment. And also like, she said her dad passed away 8 years ago. So if she's getting married, like she had her dad through a good chunk of her childhood. So it's understandable that she's not overly close where she like looks at him necessarily as like a father figure, and walking someone down the aisle is a big deal. So I guess I say all that to just say like, I think you're validated in your choice and what you chose to do. And it is your wedding, even though obviously you want your mom to be happy and, you know, all the nine on that. But I'm trying to think of another way that he could be special. Like, could he just like process down the aisle first, like open up the ceremony
or he could do lead? Like maybe a reading at the ceremony, or I mean, if you're not close with him, I'm sure you wouldn't want to do like a dance with him, but just finding maybe another little way to make him feel special. I feel like he is looking for that.
Yeah, I definitely think you shouldn't bend on if you envision your brother walking you down and that's going to be a really special moment for you. That is like probably, if not the most, like when I think about my wedding, I think about walking down the aisle. So it's a very important part. So you deserve to have that moment. But if you can make him feel special in the ceremony, I'd say that would help him maybe come to terms with it. Maybe do a first look with him too.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's great advice.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that though, because I know weddings are so stressful in itself, and then you add all these emotions. So we're here for you, girly.
We are here for you, and we can't wait to see you on your wedding day. Send us pictures.
Yes, please.
Yay. Okay, well, that concludes our happy hour. That was so much fun. We missed you guys seriously so much. And just thank you so much for being here and for sharing our podcast. Make sure you subscribe. We have a YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, or we're available on all platforms.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think this was a lengthy one, but I feel like we just had so much we wanted to share with you guys. So if you made it this far, we love you. And we're so thankful you joined us for happy hour. Like Riley said, you can find us on YouTube. We love hanging out with you on the video version. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friend. We're trying to build this girls' night. But we just love you guys. And I think we should toast to close us out to ins and outs and to just having an amazing, fulfilling, happy 2024. We're wishing that for you guys and wishing these ins and outs to become a reality. So cheers, Rye. Cheers, girls listening. And we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Yay! That's a good feeling to say.
So good. I keep eating my blueberries.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.